my love. I'm just telling.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Miami, where they'll take on the Heat. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing the Bucks in Milwaukee.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. And it's Hassett in at the point. And for the Knicks. And it's Robinson in at power forward. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Here's Diaz to the right side. Here's Vandeweghe. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Hassett from outside the arc. Sinks it from distance.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
And the layup is good off the glass.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands, letting him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Vandeweghe passes to Diaz. Here's Cartwright. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
To the paint. Here's Robinson, and he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Diaz. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
B.A., there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Doris, very disciplined are the Celtics at the defensive end of the floor.
And B.A., they do something that great defensive teams do. They limit their fouls. They don't gamble for steals. They try to give up one contested shot. At the rim, it's all about verticality. This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Pass to Hassett, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Diaz. Right wing. Here's Vandeweghe. Knocks it down from distance.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Here's Bird. Shot to stop the run. And that one's good.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Second chance shot, and it's good on the lay-in. Cartwright's got his second basket on the night.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to McHale. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hits a three-pointer. Bird's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Man, good whistle there.
Second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The first free throw is good. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's Hassett. Puts up a deep three. And again, Boston with the triple.
3 points.
New York leading by 4. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. McHale. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Assisted by Dominique Wilkins.
Here's Diaz. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Pass to Guerin. There's the triple. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Boston's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Hassett. And the Celtics another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Driving in.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Pass to Kite. Here's Bird. And it's New York with a rebound. Cartwright's got 4 rebounds now. The baseline Jay. And it's Guerin missing. For Boston, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Wilkins, pass to McHale. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. New York has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Diaz, that's good. Diaz has got 8, and the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Bird. That three's off the mark. For New York, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Guerin's got his second bucket of the night.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's McHale. Pass to Hassett. Goes up on the wing. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Diaz passes to Guerin. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 6 points for him.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Here's Hassett. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Here's Diaz. tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Kite. Here's McHale. Robinson defending. Here's Kite. 17 points in his last outing. And it's Hassett missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Diaz. The three. Kite grabs the board.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Bird, that's good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by New York. And the Knicks making a change here. Kings checked in. Knicks trail by 3.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Woo! VA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Cartwright's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. To the inside. Carr. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Out to the wing. Here's Vandeweghe. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Vandeweghe's got 5 now. Looking to slow it down here. Run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
Pass to Hassett. 4-3. Offensive rebound. New York trailing. Tries the 9-footer. The shot that time not on target. Here's Carr. Lets it fly. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Bird. Give him 8 points now. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Cartwright gets the bucket. Give him 8.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Back to you, Brian.
Stay dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Wilkins can't hit. New York has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. And away. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Pass to Bird. Here's Wilkins. 15 in his last outing. And it's Hassett missing. Here's King. He drives in.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Wilkins. Still no points. Fires it from 18. Yes, it's good.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
King gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right? Right at the rim.
To the middle. Here's Kite. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Excellent tempo on the play. And he leads his teammate perfectly.
Here's Guerin. And it's Hassett with a rebound.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Carr. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Bird for 3. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Outside Robinson. No good with the triple. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Boston leading by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
Pass to Wilkins from downtown. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Knicks. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain, besting them in the conference semis last year. Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
So it's Boston now, after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot.
Oh, he is red hot right now. Defense has got to lock in.
Here's Walker. And there's the drive. Can't get the finger roll. Pass to Hassett. Over Walker. Again, Boston.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And so it's Boston, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Boston leading by 8. On the court for the Celtics. Second quarter underway. We've got Henderson, and it's Bird in at the 4. New York shooting it well, around 55% for the game. It's Walker on the wing. Pass to Williams. And the three-pointer goes. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Celtics shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. Here's Dunleavy. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Drops in the 3. Bird's got 16 points now.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's Buckner. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Dunleavy. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to...
No doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Three-pointer. Diaz, that's good. 11 points in the game.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Pass to Carr. Here's McHale. No good on the fadeaway.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Williams from long range. Connects from downtown. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Boston in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Boston making a switch here. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Henderson outside. Again, the miss by Boston. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Diaz. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Ooh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's McHale. Buries it down low. McHale's got 6 points.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
For Boston, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Buckner. Here's Carr. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Williams over to help. Baseline jumper. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Give him 8 points now. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
The Celtics with the lead. Down low. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Knicks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Williams. Sinks the 15-footer. Williams going. McHale. Pass to Henderson. Here's Bird.
Those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
New York calls timeout.
Let me hear, Knicks fans. Coming onto the court now is your Knicks 7-0.
Knicks trail by 3. The crossover, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Henderson, right side. Pass to Bird, fires the three. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Aaron gets the bucket.
And the lead just keeps changing. Neither team can forge the clear upper hand.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. There were some bright moments, but ultimately their mistakes caught up with them.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. So it's Boston now. They trail by 1. And he goes in for the dunk.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Picked his pocket. Pass to Bird. Here's Hassett. Unloads. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Hassett's got 26 points.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Aaron gets the bucket.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
The Celtics have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Here's Hassett. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hassett's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Boston leading by 3. Lets it go from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Here's Guerin. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Carr passes to McHale. From deep three-point land, the offensive rebound.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Pass to Hassett, beyond the arc. Here's Wilkins. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. Both shots good from the strike. Celtics lead by 4. Here's McHale. And he banks in the layup. McHale's got 16 points now.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Now a timeout called by New York. New York has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Launches it. Shot's good by Vandeweghe. He's got 10.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
As to Hassett takes the 3 on target from range. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Here's Diaz. It's blocked. Here's Wilkins. Here's Hassett. The deep three. The long distance three is buried. Hassett's got 38 points.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
From 17. Here's Webster. Second shot opportunity. Diaz, that's good.
You talk about high-quality shot. A paint touch to a kick-out. This is the modern NBA.
Pass to Wilkins. Here's Hassett from behind the arc. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Guerin, pass to King. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Celtics lead by 10. Here's Hassett, and he's got 41 now. Here's Wilkins. And King pulls it down. New York has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Pass to Guerin. Here's Vandeweghe. 23 points his last outing. And it's King missing. 1:56 left in the first half. And it's Hassett missing. And for New York, they're shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Hassett, pass to Ceballos. Here's Hassett. There's the three. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Out to the right wing. Here's Ceballos. Three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 10. Diaz passes to Vandeweghe. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Vandeweghe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
To the left side wing. Inside, McHale. And that one is hammered home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Uses the glass on the layup. Diaz has got 19 points.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Here's Hassett. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
84.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McHale. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you rock the rim. Give him the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous. And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment.
That's the end of the first half with a score. The Knicks 87, Boston 95.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Boston Celtics.
3 has been their magic number. They are shooting that thing.
Shooting it for real. Hitting those shots opens up everything for them. They should have a lot of room to operate in the second half.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have his back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Arnie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And it's Diaz in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half from Mike D'Antoni. The 3-ball. And it's Hassett missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Diaz passes to Cartwright. Goes up on the baseline. And the shot no good. A bit short. Boston leading by 8. Pass to Hassett. The 3. And again for 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016. That was the top spot until Clay took it.
Tipped. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Fires the 3. Guerin gets the bucket. Guerin's got 21 points in the game.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Down low. It's stolen away. Fast break, New York. Here's Cartwright. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Bird. He buries it from 3. 21 points in the game.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
Diaz goes back up. Cartwright gets the bucket.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
Pass to Kite. Here's Hassett from the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
New York calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Diaz passes to Guerin. Cash money on the open jump shot. Guerin's got 23 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Here's Diaz. 24 points for him. It's good.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Here's Kite. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Robinson. Tries it from the top of the key. Boston with a rebound. Ooh, ripped away. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Diaz. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 28 points for him.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Launches a three, and it's Hassett missing. Knicks trail by 8. Jacks up a three, and they get it back. Pass to Vandeweghe. Here's Guerin. 6 to shoot. New York working the ball around now. Here's Robinson. Wilkins with a rebound. Wilkins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hassett. Again, the miss by Boston. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Vandeweghe passes to Diaz. Boston pulls it in. Kite's got 4 rebounds in the game. From deep. Boston, no good that time either. New York has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Deflected! And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Diaz.
Since the break, they've really locked it down defensively, looking much more solid now.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been...
And again for 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested. What a shooting display.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Have last season's best free throw shooting teams. Number 5, the Knicks.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line, and that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
Boston leading by 9. Here's Hassett. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Got it.
Celtics lead 113.
Boston's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
Diaz passes to Robinson. Fires from the wing. They get it back. Here's Cartwright. Misses from close range.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
King, he's checked in for New York. Wilkins, pass to Hassett. Here's Bird. No good on the 3. Knicks trail by 11. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Brian, back to you.
It's a beautiful thing. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
It's tipped, and they get it back. Pass to Hassett. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. Hassett's got 59 points.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Bird, that's good. Bird's got 7 points for the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Guerin. Rebounded by the Celtics. Hassett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wilkins. He's got 5. Blocked! Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Here's Hassett. Non-stop scoring machine right here. 4 on the clock. Oh, another one falls.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time. Pass to Bird. Here's Hassett. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires from deep. Yet another bucket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Ball stolen. Here's Wilkins. Pass to Kite. Here's Carr. Here's Bird. Here's the pick. Three-pointer. Cartwright with a rebound. There's the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Vandeweghe. He's got 14. Robinson can't hit.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Hassett. Pass to Bird from deep. Nails it from 3. Bird's got 10 points in the quarter.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Here's King. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Boston leading by 20. Pass to Bird. Puts up a 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The shot by Vandeweghe, no good. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. And the Celtics another 3.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Here's Dunleavy. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Can't cash it in from close range. The Celtics shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Here's Hassett. Sends it home from three-point land.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Williams punches it home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Now here's Henderson. Still without a bucket. Pass to Carr. Here's Hassett to the middle. Here's Bird. And the Celtics another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And the Knicks shooting 41% since halftime. Here's King. Dunleavy with a rebound.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Here's Hassett. Three-pointer, no good. And it's Hassett with a rebound. Hassett's got 6 rebounds in the game. The three is up. And again.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. And so it's the Boston Celtics building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we return to the action as the single-game record for three-pointers is being rewritten.
Give this man his flowers. He is putting on a game for the ages.
And for New York, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. On the court right now for the Celtics. We've got Henderson, and it's Buckner in at the point guard position. Carr passes to Henderson. Here's Dunleavy. Offline with a three.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
This one for three. Diaz, that's good. Diaz has got 9 points now in the second half.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
117.
Plenty of space. Not going to go that time.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Shoots from 14. No good off the glass. And for the Celtics, they're shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Ceballos, the pass to Buckner. Here's Carr. Here's Dunleavy. Boston, no good that time either. The Knicks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Oh, got that one up quick. Diaz has got 35 in the game.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Dunleavy passes to Henderson. Here's Carr. Fires for 3. No luck on that one. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Guerin gets the bucket.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
124.
Henderson, the pass to Ceballos to stop the drought, and he lays it in.
Dunleavy, assisted by Ceballos.
Here's Diaz. The three is up. It's rebounded by Carr.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Ceballos, no good. New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. And it's Guerin missing. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Boston. Carr passes to Henderson. And he can't bank that one in. Now the Knicks with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Diaz. New York again can't hit. Boston leading by 23. Pass to Henderson. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Celtics.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's McHale. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. McHale's got 22 points. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-4 run. Driving inside. And yep, it's good.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends. And that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Celtics lead by 22. Carr passes to McHale. Fader on the way. And Boston again with the bucket.
And he can get that shot anytime. He really can shoot over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Boston leading by 23. With the drive, Bird passes to Hassett. Another bucket! Wow!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Luka, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
For New York, they've gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Here's Vandeweghe. Hits the trifecta.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Boston's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Hassett. Let's go with a 3. Good. He hits again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher-scoring games ever.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Knicks. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Here's Hassett. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. King gets the bucket.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
To the inside. Robinson with a steal. Pass to King. Over Henderson. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense.
Oh, big finish! Oh, did you see that? This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Henderson outside. From the arc. And it's Bird missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Vandeweghe. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Vandeweghe's got 7 points for the quarter. Boston leading by 19. Henderson, the pass to Kite. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's good. He hits another one.
That score moving him clear into third, all time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished.
Well, he's cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. Either way, he is having a night to remember.
Kite. And that one comes up a bit short. Outside, Williams. The three. Buries it from three.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. You leave him that open. My goodness.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. The Celtics making a switch here.
City dancer.
Boston leading by 17. Oh, connects again.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
Man, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What an historic night.
81, equaling Kobe's scintillating game back in 2006. Just incredible to see it matched once again.
Tosses it up. And yes, another basket.
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into second place for most points in a game.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
And it's Hassett missing. Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
And the Knicks making a change here.
Richie Gannon. Fans, let's hear it for your Knicks City Dancers.
Knicks trail by 19. Outside Robinson. New York again can't hit. The Celtics shooting has been great this game, 58%. Hassett, the pass to McHale. Here's Kite. Williams defending. Here's Bird for three. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
Pass it, the pass to Bird. 5 to shoot. Over Williams. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 45 points.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Chuck Robinson at the line. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Listen, it's only 1 miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ceballos. Here's Bird. Henderson outside. Here's Ceballos. Clock at 6. Here's Bird. No good on the triple. Here's Guerin. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now our player of the game.